Yo, 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 this is Sandy, and I am with the KJ, the
We back again,
the light skin
baby. The
kid.
light skinned kid, the newborn
Last
kid.
born or
You
whatever he
know,
is.
you know.
Okay, we're back at it right now, and because we are everything love, even though it's not Valentine's Day or
LOVE.
February, it's fine.
Love is every day, man.
Love is every day. Celebrate life every day. And now our pressure topic is honeymoon phase on pressure point. So
Mhm.
when you have this funny feeling, called butterflies in your tummy at the beginning of a relationship, that could only signal that you are in the honeymoon
Honeymoon
phase.
face.
When everything is just so right and everything
Mm-hmm.
is so bright
You got
and
butterflies.
everything just makes sense for some reason. Even
Mm-hmm.
things that didn't make sense all of a sudden make sense.
I see your face even in my coffee.
Yeah.
Look at my coffee, I see Sandy's face. I'm like, oh
Like,
my
oh Mark,
gosh.
I'll be
Oh
crushing
God.
on you.
That's the
On
honeymoon
WhatsApp when you're
face.
crushing. I mean, on
On the honeymoon
WhatsApp when
face.
you on honeymoon phase. Woo, gosh,
Dudes.
it's too
Somebody has a
much.
crush
Woo,
on somebody.
it's too much.
Sandy, who's your crush?
But it's
Clearly, you
fine.
got a crush on
Moving
somebody.
right along, we're on honeymoon. Let's talk about the honeymoon stuff now, okay? Okay, I'm no relationship expert, specialist, or a guru, but I can certainly tell you that honeymoon phase is priceless. It's this feeling of being
Yeah.
just, in this zone.
Like you don't want to get off the feeding, man.
It's like your
Like you
energy
want to ride the
levels.
feeding.
It's like your energy levels were like what color? Maybe they were like
Hmm.
blue, and then they just light up and they become this bright color
And
all
then you
of a
got, and
sudden.
then you got these relationships like they're always in the honeymoon phase. You don't even know how, but
Yo, I hope God blesses me with a relationship like that.
yeah,
Yo,
I'm sure you will. I'm
he
sure you
must.
will.
I mean, at this point, you are hopelessly in love. At least you believe that you are in love. If you're not in love, everything seems bright and right. Winter feels like summer. Autumn feels like spring. Don't you just wish it could last forever?
Ever, forever, ever,
And after
forever.
and after that phase, the truth could come tumbling down and reality hits. Because sometimes, obviously, if it's a honeymoon phase, was it a
Mm-hmm.
real thing? Was
That's
it
like
not?
that's like your 2 months. That's like your 3 months
Yeah, three
thing.
months phase, ne?
And then after that, you're like, "Ah, you know what? It was fun.
It was fun,
Bye."
right? It losses, deuces, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was just in it for the honeymoon phase, but like, I don't like this real serious relationship. But there
Yeah.
are people like that, like, no, but I don't like this serious. Now this is becoming a
No, the
serious
thing is,
relationship.
we get into a relationship with like expectations. You
That's
know.
yeah, I think that's true. And the funny thing about saying that you love a person is that in as much as you want them to make you happy, but it's wrong to make somebody the key to your happiness, because your happiness is inside of you.
Here's just the thing, Sonny. You've been single for 5 years. Hypothetically speaking, you've been single for like 5 years, and then you happen to meet this nice guy. It ticks all the right boxes. I mean,
He ignites the happiness out of me. He ignites the happiness out of
dude.
me, but the happiness and the joy and the love is initially inside of me.
Yes, obviously you're gonna have expectations when you meet this guy.
And that's the problem.
You
That's what
understand?
kills the honeymoon phase. I mean, honeymoon phase is normal, and unfortunately some relationships don't live past the honeymoon phase. But those that do, it's welcome back to reality. So don't ever be fooled by this beautiful phase, because it has its potential of blinding you.
Yeah.
It has a potential of you being in the dark. You're thinking, oh, I'm so in love. And then after 3 months, you actually see this person for who they are, and you're like,
Wow.
oh, maybe not.
No, like I think in all, like almost all the time you get into a relationship, all right, everything is cool, it's fine, everything is rosy for like the first 3 months,
Hmm.
and then after, maybe say after 6 months, this start a point in that relationship whereby you guys gotta sit down and come up with
And get to
questions
the
like,
bottom of
are
the
we really
relationship.
are we really doing this? Because for some people it takes them a very long while to actually like sit down and talk about things like, are we really like doing this?
Doing this
Are we really
relationship.
really in a relationship?
Yeah.
And then
I
I'm
think
gonna be
that's
like,
why I think that's why experts also say that the first 3 months of a relationship, don't consider it like a relationship, because you're still trying to get to know each other. But some people, some of us just jump into it. It's already first day.
Jeez.
Yo, you dive.
Dude, it's love. This one love does to you. This one love does to
You
you.
already see marriage. You already see.
I'm seeing a whole family with you,
You
dude.
see kids.
You understand?
That's
I see
first
like
day, I'm
everything
like,
with you, dude.
And I find myself that I don't know, but I think like recently, but I think it's as well as like I'm on a different like energy level,
Uh-huh.
because we are an energy as well. But I
That's true.
find a lot like these guys would come to me and like they're already seeing like the future and kids, and I'm like, yo, I'm ready to run out the door.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You got into a
No.
relationship with expectations.
My first day, bro. I mean,
Dude,
come on.
Some
you
people they
can't-
just don't care. Like I've been single all my life, so this is my chance. I gotta tell Sandy today that I really love her,
And let's
and
start
by
this
tomorrow,
honeymoon situation.
let's get married. I don't even care about the honeymoon phase now.
But what is honeymoon phase according to you, though?
Dude, it's like that. Like it's like butterflies, man. Like,
You don't know what
you
to
can't
do
even
with
you
yourself.
can't even sleep. You can't even think
You're kicking
without
the
thinking about
blankets
that one
at night.
person.
You're like, ooh, this is me.
It's like that one feeling you don't want to get rid of. It's like could be there like almost all the time until the end of time.
But logically speaking, the honeymoon, I don't know how to say this, but that person, it's inside of you. You can literally sit and be single and sit for 2 minutes and feel that emotion
Eh,
without that
Eh.
other person. But I
yeah,
think it's another.
but it's a different story altogether when there is another person.
But all I'm
compared to you sitting on
okay,
your
yeah,
seat.
I
You
suppose yes,
understand?
definitely.
True.
But why do you think relationships start this way?
Yeah, I'm still on the fact that we start with expectations. You understand? Like I want somebody that's gonna love me, and then if I'm fortunate enough, I find somebody that really really loves me, and I love that person. That
But
we
do you
get it
think
done.
that drives the honeymoon phase expectations? Because
Yeah.
I think honeymoon just happens naturally. Don't you think so?
Naturally.
Like it's a natural thing. It just happens. You don't plan. It's okay. Now we're gonna start dating, and then we're gonna have a
Yeah,
honeymoon,
obviously, like
and then blah blah blah. It's just like
yeah,
it's
obviously,
a natural
you know,
flow of how relationships go.
yeah, obviously, like we're not gonna sit down like, okay, so we now on honeymoon phase, right? And then after 6 months, it's a relationship. No, obviously, no, it's not gonna start that way. But
Yeah.
I have something that I expect from you as much as you have something that you expect from me, and then we are on the journey of like
Honeymoon.
we are on a journey of getting to know each
No,
other.
yes, getting to know each
You
other.
understand?
I think it's that excitement that you don't know this
Yeah.
person, you're getting to know this person, and you're feeling all these sort of feelings. They make you
Mhm.
giggle when you should be.
So I'm still on that, like we're still
Yeah.
on that verge of trying to get to know each other better, understand, until I reach a certain point, probably after like couple of months. I'm like, you know what, okay, I'm tired of getting to know you. Let's just take things like onto another level.
And let's see how that goes.
That's when Sandy hits the ground run, like, you know what, I'm not ready for a serious thing. I'm
And
not
I'm
ready for a
like,
commitment.
"Ooh, can I open the door and I will see you next year,
That's
same
when-
time?"
That's when a relationship starts. It can either start or it can just end with the
They
honeymoon
can
phase.
also like really fizzle away.
You know?
But what impacts does this have? Do you think does it have on one's mental status? Obviously, I think we've already mentioned that you're constantly thinking about this person. They are on your
You
mind.
glowing.
see
All
them.
of a sudden, Sandy's
Ah,
glowing. All of
you
a
know,
sudden now
I walk
she's a yellow
in
bone.
and I'm like,
Ah,
yellow bone now. What you
what the
done?
hell?
Okay. And then
So
that
it's happening,
move, that
man.
new move, and you just have a bounce about you, and you're like
Yeah.
just so happy. And
I
you're
think even
constantly-
with your confidence, like you just exude confidence.
and again, it
Mhm.
also happens that as soon as you in that honeymoon phase, because I think in such a great space that you attract people to your
Mhm.
presence. Because in that case, I don't know if you've realized that as soon as you are in a relationship, a happy relationship, then all of a sudden everybody wants to be with you.
Yeah, it's like
And then you ask
we
yourself that,
we were sitting there and like, you know what? I want to see if Sandy's dateable. And then after 2 months, okay, Sandy is in a relationship. Okay, we're not. Okay, it's fine. She's dateable. Then, hey guys, let's go.
Let's do
You
this.
understand?
Let's do this.
So that's how it
okay.
is, man.
How to sustain This relationship after the honeymoon phase, how do you sustain?
Communication, man. I think I think it lies with communication. You just gotta sit down and talk. I'm like, okay,
This is how it's gonna work.
and just come up with like something spontaneous, like
Yeah, not
surprises.
something like, yeah, says I'm a soldier, we are soldiers now, and this is
Yeah,
how this relationship is gonna work. Such it,
dude,
just
dude, we know
relax.
this thing of giving ourselves a title that boyfriend, girlfriend. I think
People
that's
don't
this.
like that as well because that also brings back expectations.
Yeah, but I think like you guys should be friends. Okay, you are boyfriend and girlfriend, but I think at the end of the day, you guys should be friends. Like confide in one another.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
making you my confidant. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you everything. I think in that way you'll be able to, even if it's not a honeymoon phase,
but
but
you'll be
still
able to
be together.
sustain some level of the honeymoon phase of the
You know.
happiness and the joy. But then once it goes, do you think you'll ever come back? I think it
Well,
does. I think once you have the, I think it's like a pattern, like
mm,
6 months maybe into the relationship, maybe into a year into the relationship, maybe the honeymoon phase comes back. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, so many elements also need to be involved. But I think ultimately, if you guys are in it for the long
Yeah.
haul, definitely it does
If
come back.
you guys like want the same thing,
Yeah, it
then
definitely
it'll
comes back.
definitely like the sparks will,
Because you
will
work
come
at
back.
it, you're patient with it, you're treating it like it's your little baby,
Yeah,
and
because
I
hey,
mean, hey,
dude, a relationship, it's
it's
dude,
a lot of
having to
work.
deal with someone else's emotions. It's not really an easy thing. You understand? But it's something that can be done
But I think
if you both
as
like the
if you
same thing,
if
if
you
you
if
want the
we
same
both
thing.
definitely I think this is where we wrap it up with the honeymoon
Honeymoon
phase.
phase.
So I think it was all about lovey-dovey and everything more.
Yeah, true.
But I think we've got a soundtrack on the way as we sign us.
And out.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, just be patient. Yeah, I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, my shot. Let's get to the point, get started, yeah. We ain't got much time. Rather be mine for life than switch your man. Believe that I'm all about us, but it gotta be both ways. Just like having the same taste. All these tracks got me on a race. Sacrificing my time while I'm on the grind in a club full of bad bitches. I know this life, it ain't adequate. I gotta get it quick, I can never quit. I just wanna live this life full drip. Take a sip, 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 girl, it's all it takes. Wait, ay, ay, I be in the lab trying to get it all day. I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Believe me, baby, it's gonna be worth it. Cause now I'm putting in this work, yeah. Oh, what I have to live, it can never be perfect. I admit it, cause I'm back to back with the business. For the cash, I get it, need you to understand it, yeah. Apart from the love, gotta make this count. Take you shopping, that's with no doubt. But I need your support, so we can get it all worked out. Excuse me if I'm not giving you much time. As long as you know you'll forever be mine. I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, yeah.